in the shadow of Mount Hood, Portland, Oregon's Triad Speakers builds the custom installation industry's finest, most complete line of high-end home speakers. While other speaker companies outsource manufacturing and jobs overseas, Triad has become an industry leader, successfully manufacturing in the U.S. This is the story of Triad's world-class factory and how we do it, beginning with President and founder Larry Pexton.
I founded Triad in 1982 to make loudspeakers that both looked and sounded better than products currently available. In 1985, after a visit to a Hewlett-Packard factory, I realized we needed to learn to build products to order, one at a time with short lead times. In the 2 decades since, we have worked hard to implement what Toyota has nearly perfected: pure build-to-order continuous flow manufacturing with a batch size of 1. Over the years, we have built a very talented team who have made continuous improvement a way of life at Triad. We are proud to have been voted Inside Track's Custom Installation Manufacturer of the Year for 3 years running by the ones who matter most to us, our dealers.
It takes a serious commitment to achieve the continuous flow needed to build and ship as many as 180 speakers in a single day. To keep the orders flowing, our materials team must ensure that we receive frequent shipments of just the right number of parts and then replenish each part throughout the day. Compare our raw wood inventory to a conventional factory's. As you will see, Triad even designs and builds in-house much of the equipment that makes us leaner, eliminating wasteful time, manpower, parts, and inventory. Take this vacuum lift we built that lets one person easily lift, move, flip, and position a 135-pound sheet of MDF. Keeping waste down not only saves time, space, and money, it's energy efficient and makes us greener. Product ideas are dreamed up all over Triad, then sketched by our product designers and turned into computer models. Working closely with some of the world's finest driver manufacturers, our speaker designers create and modify drivers to precisely fit our requirements. Prototypes get built and tested in-house. Here's our anechoic chamber, used along with listening tests to refine our speaker's performance. It was designed and built in-house at a fraction of normal cost. Each speaker is voiced for its application and its location to match its family. So each family of in-room, in-wall, in-ceiling, and on-wall speakers sounds the same. Finally, as the speaker reaches its production form in CAD, our engineers program the CNC machines to precisely cut cabinet parts in a single manufacturing process. So now we've seen how our speakers are designed. Let's follow a speaker from order, through production, to shipping out the door. Since we build to order rather than for inventory, a customer's speaker begins life when we receive the order. Our experienced sales coordinators regularly help our dealers spec the Triad products that will best fit the application and performance goals of their particular job. Sometimes that means a custom speaker. Triad's custom department will create anything from a slightly modified production speaker to a totally custom design. This gives our dealers unmatched flexibility to help their customers. We use what's called a pull system. After entering the order, Triad Sales transmits it to shipping, which schedules it to be built and shipped on the 4th working day following. It's first in and first out. This gets products to our dealers quickly without clogging up their warehouse or ours. It makes just-in-time a reality. When a speaker's time arrives, shipping pulls the order through production, where it starts with raw MDF. A Triad-made tug lets a single person easily move Triad-made carts filled with up to 4,000 pounds of large, heavy MDF sheets. A sheet is cut to size on a vertical panel saw and sent to one of our 3 precision computerized routing machines. The operator selects the program for the speaker, in this case an in-wall Silver 4 Omni. The CNC goes to work, making all the enclosure parts, including the bracing. Next, the box gets assembled, glued, and dried. Notice the detail work here that produces consistently high-quality products. Notice also that our in-wall speakers have properly engineered enclosures that are extensively braced, just like great in-room speakers. These are just two of the reasons that our in-wall and in-ceiling speakers sound so good and match the performance of our in-room speakers. When dry, the speaker is finished and sanded. Watch our Triad designed and built plenum efficiently extract the sand, keeping the factory clean and clear. Now the box is ready for painting and drying. In-ceiling and in-wall speakers, like our in-wall Silver 4 Omni here, get 2 coats. Our in-rooms get 3. When the paint is dry, the box rolls into final assembly, where it becomes a speaker. This is where it gets stuffed with acoustic foam, in-house made crossovers, and binding posts, and high-quality drivers. It's now a real Triad speaker. Only after passing our in-house developed testing program does it get a serial number. In addition to the computer test, every speaker is checked by the most demanding instrument, the human ear. Because every speaker is checked at every step along the way, failures are uncommon in the factory and rare in the field. This particular in-wall Silver 4 Omni gets a custom-colored grille, which we offer at no additional charge. We match most paints by manufacturer's number, but we'll custom match any color from a swatch, like we did this one, or from a painted piece of sheetrock. This free service doesn't even add to our normal 4-day lead time. With the custom paint mixed, the grille and frame are loaded onto what we call a stewie. We custom built this painting and drying booth to send grills and frames around twice, so they get the 2 coats of paint they need, plus just the right amount of drying time before they get packaged. The grills are finished and packaged, ready to be united with their speakers in shipping. Shipping receives cartons daily, complete and ready to be filled with newly minted speakers. The speaker, grill, and parts are inspected one more time, then packed. Notice that we even include a bottle of touch-up paint for all the custom-colored grills. They have been quality controlled every step of the way by every Triad worker on the line. After one final inspection, our speaker is ready to ship. Each day's orders are staged for shipping, labeled, then loaded onto a dedicated truck. At the end of the day, they're off to the dealers. Smaller speakers make it through this entire process in as little as 1.5 hours. This one-piece continuous flow gets our speakers to our dealers just in time and eliminates wasteful parts and finished goods inventories. Compare our inventory to that of a traditional factory. Now you've seen us build and ship a speaker, there are a couple other Triad specialties you might find interesting. First is our veneer department, where our talented craftsmen carefully hand veneer each speaker. They actually match veneer samples that dealers send them in the form of drawers, shelves, or wood samples. With over 40 different veneer types and an almost limitless variety of stains, our craftsmen make speakers look exactly the way our customers want them. Here are some examples of their handiwork. It's fitting that we end our tour in the Triad Factory Maintenance and Production Support Department. They don't just keep the factory humming like ordinary maintenance departments, they also design and build the equipment that keeps Triad lean. Frequent reviews, called Kaizen events, examine factory processes and develop solutions to make them more efficient. These talented guys then build the equipment right here. As a result, the Triad factory constantly evolves in a process called continuous improvement, so it changes in significant ways every few months. So that's what it takes to make American manufacturing not just compete with offshore production, but beat it. Triad is doing it now, making great speakers and helping our dealers prosper and grow. Thanks for watching.